The third eye is only in these zodiac signs. There are people who feel more than others. They do not explain, they know. They do not need proof to trust their intuition. Their inner voice is so accurate that they predict events, recognize lies and see hidden motives. This is not a fantasy, this is the power of the third eye. And it is not available to everyone. Today you will learn which zodiac signs are born with this unique gift. They have an activated channel of inner vision, and they are able to perceive reality on a deep, subtle level. These people notice what eludes others, and often sense what has not yet been named. If you feel that you sometimes see beyond the obvious, watch this video to the end. Perhaps you are one of those who have real esoteric vision. Subscribe to the channel if you want to understand your power more deeply and reveal it completely. And in the comments, write, have you ever had the feeling that you know more than is usually said out loud? Let's begin. Now I will reveal who has a truly open third eye. The first sign is Gemini. The third eye of Gemini representatives is active not in the silence of meditation, but in the constant movement of the mind. Their mental energy knows no bounds. It penetrates through words, gestures, environment and even silence. Geminis do not just grasp information, they see the essence through chaos. Their third eye is not about images, it is about instant recognition of hidden meanings, other people's motives and future turns. This gift gives them the ability to see several layers of what is happening at once, as if they think in several dimensions at once. Gemini sense energy fluctuations even before they take physical form. Their mind is an antenna that receives signals from the future. They predict where and with whom an important meeting will take place, what turn in a conversation will lead to a conflict or, conversely, to an alliance. Their perception is heightened to the smallest detail. But the most striking thing is the ability to instantly interpret externally imperceptible signs and translate them into a clear understanding of the situation. The uniqueness of the third eye of Gemini is that it works not in a state of rest, but in a moment of intense activity. When they discuss, analyze, argue, they simultaneously read the energy of the interlocutor and the future development of the dialogue. That is why many of them can understand in a second whether a person is lying, what decision he will make tomorrow and what today's discussion will lead to. The third eye does not give them peace, it is always on, and it is impossible to turn it off. Also, Gemini with an open third eye have a phenomenal ability for verbal intuition. They feel the power of words and formulate them with surgical precision. They can voice what a person himself has not yet realized. Sometimes it is frightening, sometimes delightful, but always causes awe. Their words are not just phrases, they are channels through which knowledge passes. This makes them unrivaled conductors of ideas, predictors and mediators in the most difficult situations. The third eye of Gemini is especially active in moments of information overload. In chaos, they find order. In noise, the point of truth. In a hurry, the only true route. They do not analyze like others. They just know. Their gift is super-rational thinking, enhanced by the energy of premonition. That is why their insights are not like inspiration. They are precise strikes on target that are difficult to explain, but impossible to ignore. The second sign of Pisces. Representatives of the Pisces sign have their third eye open from birth. It does not require activation, it is always active. This is not a flash of intuition, but a constant sensation of the world as a transparent reality in which not only forms but also meanings are visible. Pisces live in parallel perception. They do not just see the external, they feel emotions, intentions, tension and the unspoken. Their perception is a complex navigation system in which feelings, images and internal signals are combined into a clear picture of what is happening. Their third eye does not manifest itself in mental images, it opens access to a layer of information that is inaccessible to logic. Pisces can sense an event that has not yet begun. They can describe a situation they have never been in. They accurately capture the mood of people, even if they themselves hide it. And what is especially surprising is that they do this unconsciously. This is not an act of effort, this is their natural environment. The third eye of Pisces is not a fantasy or a premonition. It is a channel through which they receive knowledge directly. Many representatives of this sign can see dreams that come true, feel changes in the atmosphere long before changes, make decisions that seem irrational, but later turn out to be the only correct ones. Their sensitivity is not a weakness, but a tool for recognizing reality at the energy level. Pisces often do not distinguish where intuition is and where knowledge is. Because everything comes to them in a complete form, their third eye does not need rituals. It always works. In a crowd, in silence, in a conversation, at a distance. It is enough for them to enter a space, and they already read it. They do not need words. A look, a breath, a vibration are enough for them. This makes them amazingly accurate in judgments, even if they are silent. The gift of Pisces is in their absolute connection with the invisible. They see not only what is happening, but also what is just forming. Their third eye does not show pictures, it gives inner knowledge. This makes them guides between worlds, intermediaries between the present and the future. They are not prophets in the classical sense. They just know, and when they share this knowledge, it is better to listen. The third sign is Libra. For a representative of this sign, activation of the third eye is not uncommon, but a condition that accompanies him throughout his life. But it is in August that the subtle internal receiver of information reaches its maximum sensitivity. Libra notices details that no one else sees. They sense the intentions of the interlocutor even before he starts talking. This is not intuition. This is a skill built into their structure from birth. This gift is especially strong in moments of silence, morning, night, minutes between thoughts. It is then that the third eye shows Libra images, solutions and answers. This gift is manifested through an accurate understanding of situations. Libra can recognize a lie in a second, even if the interlocutor carefully disguises everything. They see the essence of proposals, intentions and even emotions that are not voiced out loud. The third eye helps them avoid dangers, choose the right decisions and intuitively go to the right people. Libra needs only a glance to read the code of another person's intention. This makes them incredibly subtle strategists and deep psychologists, even if they do not realize it. At moments when it is necessary to make a decision, Libra is in no hurry. It is as if they are waiting for an internal signal, and it comes, in the form of an impulse, a clear sign, a word in a book, a glance of a passerby. For others it is an accident. For Libra, a signal received through an active third eye. That is why they so often make decisions that at first seem illogical, but then turn out to be the only correct ones. One of the features of their third eye is the ability to see the future. They do not just feel the present, they sense what it will turn into. This ability makes them ideal for working with ideas, people and even money. Libra is able to see which deal will bring success and which will destroy a reputation. They understand which connections will take them to a new level, and which ones should be cut. The internal cartography of Libra is not just sensitivity. It is a built-in navigation in the world of energy flows. The third eye of this sign is open as much as Libra allows itself to trust itself. The fewer doubts, the stronger the channel. And August is the perfect time to use this gift not only for yourself, but also to help others see what is hidden behind the external. The fourth sign is Taurus. The third eye of a representative of this sign manifests itself not through visions or words, but through absolute inner confidence in the correctness of their feelings. Taurus rarely talks about his premonitions, but almost never makes a mistake in his choice. He has no doubts if he feels that he needs to move forward. The third eye works in Taurus in the form of an infallible internal compass. And this compass is especially active in those moments when something important is at stake. Taurus has no inclination towards esotericism, but it is he who is able to capture the energy density of space. He feels where it is good and where it is dangerous. He does not need to be convinced, he knows. Taurus works like an antenna for falsehood, even if it is disguised as charm. He understands exactly where his place is, and where it should not be. This is not logic, It is a perception built into it, based on the channel opened through the third eye. This gift helps Taurus create the right decisions, projects, environment around himself. He does not take blind risks. His risks are always intuitively verified. If Taurus goes into business, it will be successful. If he turns away, it means that danger is hidden behind external attractiveness. The third eye of Taurus does not fantasize, it shows reality without embellishment. And this is its strength. Taurus does not get lost in emotions. He just knows. In August, this ability will be especially enhanced. Taurus will feel a craving for places of power, nature, solitude, silence. At such moments, the third eye is sharpened to the maximum. Ideas, thoughts, hints come. They do not need deciphering. Taurus immediately understands what is being discussed. He does not need intermediaries, does not need evidence. He is in direct contact with the truth. And in this state, he is able not only to make decisions, but also to protect himself from any deception. The main feature of the third eye of Taurus is precision. Not vague mysticism, but concrete knowledge. Taurus feels the essence of objects, situations and people. He does not always voice it, but always uses it. His third eye is an internal radar that cannot be deceived. August gives Taurus the opportunity not only to use this gift, but also to turn it into a real tool for growth, protection and strengthening of his position.